relevant client-ready thing, I would emphasize that in my CV versus the technical skills which I don't have. If I have leeway before I submit the application, it would be nice to show that you are also training yourself, whether it's a course on Coursera, whether it's Udemy, whether it's a certification you want to have on this technological skill, so that they know that on the soft part of things you're an amazing person, but you are also increasing your skills and capability in tech or hard skills required for the job. That would be my advice. Now, the second question of how do I balance my love for agriculture to the desire to build a career as well. I would say that at the end of the day, I believe that everything is possible. So think of it, I want to build my career maybe at the beginning because that was everything. It gives me income to live a stable life. It sets me up for success. But I'm quite passionate about agriculture. So you have to rate your life, right? So maybe 70% of your time, resources and effort goes into your career, 30% goes into your agricultural business. And you already mentioned that you have a farm, so maybe it's okay. Do I want to plant a crop that doesn't require me to go there every weekend? Or do I want to, let's say, partner with someone that has full time for agriculture and then use that to build my experience, but I'm also in this agricultural line of business? So you have to ask yourself, at this point in life, what's more important to you? Is it agriculture or is it career? And then you weight your life in that way. If agriculture is more important to you, then you probably want to look for a career in agriculture, start developing a farm, start thinking of, okay, when my farm produce harvest, how do I take it to market? Like your time, energy, resource, everything dedicated towards that. Wow, let's give this career to 30% of the time. But if it's flipped, so you want to actually build a career that is solid and then maybe have a farm that is giving you extra income but it's not your main source of business, then you have to weight your time apportionately in that sense. A good example is I currently have I won't call it a 9 to 5, it's more around like 9 to 11, depending on what's required. But I actually really am passionate about like education and career development and career coaching. So I have one Saturday a month where all I do is I record YouTube videos and Instagram videos, like from morning to evening. That's my agenda for the day, right? And then my editor goes and takes the rest. And then I have like time I also make for speaking engagement. All of these things are important to me, very much so that I have like specific. If you call me for work, I probably won't do it during the weekend, but I have Monday to Friday to dedicate to work. On Sundays, I dedicate to children's church. I dedicate to everything I do in church. Saturday, I dedicate to YouTube, Instagram, going out, speaking engagement, and my life is structured that way. I think with that, it's able to do everything I want to do, but also, a higher weighting is still assigned towards this career that I'm quite intentional about building for now. Maybe 2 years time it's actually flipped where maybe I work, let's say 3 days a week, and then the other 4 days a week I use more on the education and everything I want to do. But you need to answer that question for yourself at the phase of life you're currently in. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, Grace. That was very enlightening. I hope that has answered your question, Emmanuel. Alright, does any other person have a question? Alright,
Thank you so much for Launchpad. It has been very insightful. I have 2 questions. My first question is how to balance interests, the career interest, and solving immediate problems. So, what you said a couple of things. You talked about having to have your career interest change at some point, and then you also talked about how you need to be able to solve problems that are very practical, not like problems you imagine in your head. Okay, so how do you then navigate multiple career interests? The phase in my head where I feel like on the long-term goal, and I'm trying to work on that in terms of my career. On the long-term goal, I should be doing something that makes a very great impact on healthcare in Africa generally, but across the continent. But then I feel that sometimes I'm betraying my own interest because originally I intended I wanted to go into drug discovery, and that is why I even went into pharmacy in the first place. But then I'm seeing that the imminent problem currently in Africa or in Nigeria is revolving around health systems and all of that, and not necessarily new drugs and drug discovery, even though those are also very important. So how do I how do I get into that place where I'm able to say, okay, should I pursue going to doing maybe drug discovery and all, and maybe subsequently in the future that will pan out well, and I'll see the right fit in Africa and pursue that, or I should just focus on doing global health and navigating my way across that because that is the problem that's currently here, and I'm also seeing that it's also something that I will work on across the years. That's one. And the second question is how do you navigate mentorship in terms of career? How do you go across, find the right mentors, get them to being also interested in what you're doing and be able to push you around? Thank you.
Karaka Shiko. Okay, two questions. Let me start with the second one. How do you find the right mentor? I would say that in your mind now, there are people you admire in the healthcare system. Yes or yes? I think so. Right? You can actually come to that and ask your question. Yes, it's comfortable. Right? There are people you admire. There are people you be like, "Ah, if I was to do this, right? I would like my business to look like that." Yes or no? Yes. So ideally, these people have certain traits and characteristics that you like to see in your own business activities. I would say that number one, you would have access to some of them. Some of them might be reachable, some of them might not be reachable. Even though they are not reachable, read their books. Like the eighth wonder of this world, after compounding interest, is just like learning from the stories of other people, seeing how they navigated their own fears. Sayo said something around watching like entrepreneurship stories, and this was also say something around like I'm reading this book. I promise you, like so many things you want to solve, or so many things you even have in your mind. Just you reading the autobiography or the biography of this person has already giving you clarity as to how they navigated that phase. So that's how to deal with farming. But as many books and resources as you can find about them, read it. If you know that okay, maybe reading is not your thing, there's YouTube. Like watch their YouTube. If they have a podcast or they have a YouTube channel, like just consume them. You will get to even when they even talk, they just say things about themselves and you're like, I wasn't thinking of it that way, but this is how this person is thinking. Now that's for far mentors. Now there's some people that you might not know them, but they're probably like a level ahead of you or something. But they're closer to you, right? And it might just be. So I was talking to someone actually last week Sunday, and she said that she was always she wasn't a fan of like go connect with events, da 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 da. Everyone's just like hyped out to networking, and she just saw it as I just want to make new friends with you, right? I'm not going out with you in the sense of I want to get you to do something for me, or I need you to be my friend. Just if you are actually interested in someone and the person is close to you and you can see the person, just like I'm actually interested in you. You might be very busy with your life now. I don't know if you have like time to advise me, but I'm genuinely passionate about like I'm actually very interested in what you're doing and I admire you for that. And you cannot go ahead to ask, are you available to have I don't know 30 minutes with me 1 month in a month, or even if the person says no, like just your ability to just observe the person from afar, like this person can be your in quotes mentor, right? I think for me, practically, because I'm actually an introvert, right? Very rare that I go out, but I'm an introvert. Is so I applied for Wimbies. I don't know if you know Wimbies. Wimbies is the Women in Management business, and I think that was the first time I was having someone say, "You are my mentor. I am on my team," right? And that then opened platforms because she then introduced me to someone else, that then introduced me to someone else, and with that, I also I have a couple of women in my network that I can actually just reach out to, like I can reach out to now and they will say, oh, Faith is actually their mentee, right? So there are different ways to approach this mentorship thing. There is reading books, utilizing resources that are available for people that are, imagine if you want Elon Musk to be involved. You cannot find Elon Musk in Nigeria. You can read Elon Musk book and you can watch his interviews on the that to get to know him. You can apply for practical women mentorship programs. And the thing is, I'm not advertising doing this, but what for me is you actually state I'm a healthcare person. I'm quite interested in someone in the healthcare sector, right? And they try their best to match you with someone in the healthcare sector. Or you can, if it's someone that you don't necessarily have a relationship with, or you know the person, imagine the person is in Zion, for example. A simple, just honest conversation as well. I really like what you're doing. I've checked you out on LinkedIn, I've checked you out on Instagram. I'm quite interested. Is there any way that can be of help to you? Is there, like, do you need a volunteer on your social media team? Like, at the end of the day, it's not really like you love volunteering, but you being in proximity with this person already gives you access that someone else might not be able to get. So that's like a question. Now the first question of you are passionate about like drug discovery and things like that, but it seems like a very niche space that you don't think that's our problem in Africa. So my point of life is a journey, and God has put certain interests in your heart that it doesn't make sense now. Even the need for that interest, you just know that you're quite interested in, I don't know, it might be the most random thing, but for you it's drug discovery. But you don't know 5 years from now, 10 years from now, how this interest is actually what God will need you to focus on to solve a problem at that point in time. Right. So I wouldn't say lose sight of your interest. There are several ways you can continue to engage with your interest in a non-career way. If it's volunteering, if it's finding a community of people that are actually interested in it, if it's following certain pages on Instagram, so that you are still, you're still breathing and building yourself in that area. But whatever it is that is in front of you, okay, so you know that as of this point in time, if I was to build a career in healthcare, the problem that is actually available to be solved now is things around global health topics, like something like that. Then if that's what is in front of you and will take you to the next phase of your career, then focus on it. So for me, I really like writing. Like the way I clear my head is by writing. I write down my thoughts, I write down stuff. And I would just do it over the years, and I didn't necessarily know, I was like, okay, am I supposed to be a writer? Am I supposed to be an editor? But now, I'm in this phase of life where I have to share a lot of my experiences of things I've gone through. And literally, I was about to write a LinkedIn post, and I was looking for inspiration. All I did was just go through my journal. I'm like, guys, stupid, this is the thing, this way, question on this boy, then, do you get? And that was how the inspiration behind what I wrote or what I said to these people. So you don't know how some of the things you do today, you don't necessarily know how all the dots will connect. Steve Jobs said the dots only connect looking backward. But now you just know everything seems fragmented. Just, be diligent, don't lose sight of anything. If you like reading about things, continue reading about it. Just engage and you see the dots will connect in the future. You just don't know how now, which I think is fine.
All right. Thank you so much, Faye.
So, glory to God. If you have any more questions, please, any more also, thank you. Thanks for that. My name is Emmanuel. Thank you so much, Pastor. Very professional. So my question is, I guess it's a good to my question. What is one, right? But what are ways one can avoid or approach founder skill incompatibility? Not necessarily the founder, maybe someone. The unfortunate thing is that the people that take you from zero to one may not be the same set of people that take you from one to 100. Yeah. And these are people who want, like you said when you stop it. These people to me, some people, yeah, you can encourage people, but some people, let's say, you're not ready to scale up. You're either loyal to them or to Gilligan said something when we were aggressive in the business school in class 2011, where he emphasized loyalty rather than to someone on the team. But again, we're human beings, these are friends. So what are ways? Is it, can you avoid it if you can't?
Can you hear me? So I'm hearing different things. You mean how do you navigate like conflict with maybe co-founders and like the founding team? How do you keep people motivated at a point when you cannot keep them? What are you asking?
This level is more specialized. Usually the people you start with are generalists, but the rate at which a company is growing, you need someone who is specialist in maybe operation, specialist in maybe preparation. But for this person, you can get it. He has been with
You
you
guys are
for
doing their work well.
the level you need.
So he joined from the beginning. He was part of the vision, but now where they are currently at, the skill level or the expertise or the creativity required, the person is
Doesn't have
yes.
it.
Yes. So the question is, can you avoid getting to that situation?
Where you
Or-
have to fire the person.
Yes. Or if you can't avoid it, how do you handle it such
Without
that
burning bridges.
you don't-
Okay. Let me just recap the question again, just so I'm answering it correctly. So this person started the company with you. Currently, you need a skill set that they don't have. And they are also not doing the job as well as you would like them to do the job, right? But you're also worried about how to approach the situation because you didn't want to mess up the relationship. That's it, right? So I think it boils down to um, if you had a conversation with the person, are they willing to step up in their role? Are they willing to step up in their role? They're not willing to step up in their role. I think you know what to do. You're just afraid to do it. How do you do it without burning bridges? Okay, so let me give an example of somebody we had to fire, but we still really cared about the person. But I think the only difference here is that the person was doing their job well. So when we had to cut salaries by 35%, there was someone we had to let go because his salary was a lot. We didn't really need it at that time because we don't have money, like we're just trying to survive. I think you always win with honesty. We went to him to have an honest conversation. We really appreciate you. We appreciate our relationship we've built so far. But this is where the company is right now. And just in the best interest of the company, we have to like let you go. We have to. We hope we're able to like maintain the relationship. And as soon as the company gets to a point where we have you back on the team, reach out and if you're willing, we'd like to have you back. And for us, we let him go for maybe about a year. And eventually we got to a point where the company was really stable. We reached out back to him to say we're in a very stable position now. Would you like to come back to join us? And he came back to join us. And I think why that was possible was because we were very honest with him. We approached like the situation with like a lot of kindness and him also see that it's not like we're just discarding you, you're not a company or anything. It's just this is where the business is. So for the person that you might have to fire, you might also have to have a honest conversation with them. These are the skill sets that the business needs right now. You need to hire something to be able to do that. And at this time, it doesn't look like that's something you're able to do. You have to like end our working relationship. Right? And I hope we're able to like maintain our relationship. Of course, you have no control whether you are able to maintain the relationship because the person might be very angry, not thinking well, and just like get out. But I think for you, for your own conscience, for yourself, just approach it with as much honesty as possible, as much kindness as possible, right? Be honest with the person, be kind, and leave the responsible to them. But there's only one way out. If you need a particular skill set for this person to possess, they are not willing to acquire the skill set or to step up. There's really nothing there for you to
So
do.
I think I have a question to ask. Right, that's so is the person an equity based member of the team?
Um,
So why the question is because then that person is not going to be on like is between you, Zeno, and do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like I don't know if that's the question I'm asking now.
Does the person have equity in the business?
so I said it's within the it's a period where if the person is
Vested, it's vested.
invested, yeah. So no, if the person leaves, it's not an issue. The question is just like you said, honesty. You just have to
Yeah,
make
just be
that.
very honest. There's no way out of it. Even when you fire people that are not doing their jobs well, right? Sometimes fire people that like you're not good at your job and have to let you go. I still feel bad in that case because there's thing of something else out of the job. You don't know when the person wants to find another job. So you're always looking in but there's no way out. It's just something that you have to. You don't want to be emotional about it. You don't want somebody to just be carrying someone. Do you get along? Just moving forward. But then and then if you don't find the person, you don't set the standard for the rest of the team. So everybody now feels like, oh, it's okay not to show up at your best self when you still have a job, right? That's what you get to watch. So there's no way out. It's a very hard conversation to have, but it's there.
Any more questions as we round up this question and answer? We're okay, awesome. Let's give you a round of applause for panels. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I think we are about it now. Couple of words. We're going to have a 15-20 minute break now. There's going to be a link displayed here. I think a mistake, not a mistake. We sent it out, but not everyone that received it. The link to fill your details for the parents. So what's going to happen is we want everyone to fill it. We're going to reach out to you and with some much more regularity and notifications and immediately able to reach out to you. Thank you. Alright, glory be to God. So there's going to be a 15-minute break. We're going to connect to. It's going to be